last but obviously not least, episode 9, gear. For all my gear junkies, because I am a gear junkie myself, it's tough wanting to buy new gear, but also coming to the realization that you can't buy all the things that you want. So I'm here to give you a couple of beginner camera setups that I would recommend. Each of these cameras are 4K, but the sensor sizes differ from APS-C or crop censored to full frame. So when I recorded that video, there's some more cameras that have just come out that I think are better candidates for what we are trying to do here. So I have 4 categories that I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through the best vlog camera, the best cinema or beginner cinematographer camera, best all-around camera, and then I'm gonna go to my favorite prosumer level camera that is on the market right now. So let's get started with camera number 1, and that is my favorite vlog camera, which is not this camera, believe it or not, because this camera, my arm's getting kind of tired. Not really a vlog camera if you're going to be doing it for a long period of time. So the first camera we're going to talk about is the Canon Powershot V1. The Canon Powershot comes equipped with a 24 megapixel sensor, perfect for taking photos, as well as being able to produce 4K footage. It comes equipped with a fixed lens. Your aperture ranges from f2.8 to f4.5 for your shallow depth of field. The reason the Powershot V1 is probably one of my favorite vlogging cameras is, one, it's light, so you can carry it for long periods of time. Second, it's compact. It's small whenever you start going into public places or places that you may need permits to be able to film with more high quality cameras. This is a high quality camera that is little bitty, and it shoots 4K uncropped footage. It also supports vertical filming, so it has a flip out LCD screen so that you can look at yourself while you're filming. I'm looking at myself right now. But it also gives capabilities for vertical and live stream capabilities, but we're mainly talking about vlogging right now, but that's just a cherry on top. The Canon Powershot V1 comes in at $900, which may be slightly expensive for some of our budgets. Although the Canon Powershot V1 is a vlog beast that still boasts amazing photos, it does not compare to the cheaper but more cinematographer-friendly Canon R50V. The person who's wanting to aspire, or who's aspiring to be a filmmaker or cinematographer, I'd say is the Canon R50V. This is a newer release from Canon. It's definitely a smaller camera that a lot of people are using for vlogging, but it offers lens changes like most people don't get that off of their first camera. They want to be able to use multiple different lenses, and the Canon R50V has that. It also has flat picture profiles so that you can get into the idea of color grading from gray images. The reason this is so important is because imagine you buy a coloring book and everything's just colored in. There's only so much you could do with it. Well, if you got a coloring book that was completely grayed out, it leaves so much more artistic room for you. Now, it doesn't come equipped with in-body image stabilization, but most cine cameras you're using already don't have that. It's through the use of building out the rig to make it heavier so there's less awkward jitters, and then also using gimbals, sliders, dollies, all the above. And the best part of it is it's light enough that it's easy to throw in a gimbal, easy to throw on all these rigs that you won't be crying for help by the end of your shoot. The Canon R50V is perfect for the beginner filmmaker, but if you are a more involved cinematographer looking to really take a step forward with your professional abilities, you need to look into the Sony A7IV. The Sony A7IV is a beast. It can record ProRes 422 10-bit color at S-Log, or S-Log3 is what I use, and S-Log3 has become one of my favorite picture profiles. Now, the Sony A7IV has a 34 megapixel full frame sensor that can also shoot 4K 60. The 4K 60 is cropped, just like the Canon. However, it produces 4K XAVC SI 422 10-bit. What does that mean? That means 10-bit color at a 422 codec, which basically means it is a very flat image that gives you more room to color and have fun and display your creative style through this camera. With it also having a 34 megapixel sensor, this takes phenomenal photos. And to be honest, there are some times where I use this camera and I'm filming with this camera and I film similar shots with my 6K Red RAW producing Red Komodo, and I like the images that come out of the Sony even more because it has that full frame look that so many people are after. Sony A7IV is what I'm using right now, still one of my favorite cameras. And then the highest level, if you are just wanting to really upgrade your cinematography and your filmmaking, and you are wanting to niche down into video, the Sony FX3 is the way to go. There's very little bad things to say about it at the price point. The Sony FX3 is a full frame cinema camera that has the capabilities to do up to 4K 120 frames per second, boasts 15 plus stops of dynamic range. However, because it's such a cinema beast, the photos cap at 12 megapixels, which if you're buying this camera, you are not buying it for the photos. So if you're wanting to have hybrid, that's why I suggest you go with the Sony A7IV. If you are wanting to dive deep into the cinema line, this camera also has internal 422 10-bit, just like the A7IV, but an external recording mode of raw 16-bit via HDMI. What does that mean? We are getting closer to what your eye can see. Needless to say, this is the cinema beast of the prosumer level. Now, if these cameras are A, either way out of budget, or B, way under budget, make sure to reach out to the community for more suggestions. I would be happy to help because I am a gearhead myself. And with that being said, congratulations, you have finished your first course. I hope you benefited from it and found value in it. If you need to rewatch, make sure to go rewatch. And if you're not already a full member of the crew, consider becoming a member and getting quarterly courses, assets, and surprise gifts, as well as constant access to all of the assets. Remember, it only takes one to make an impact, and it only takes one to change the world, and that could be you. See you next time.